Hi everybody. Today we're going to learn how to make an old-timey gas station. So the first thing that we need to do is figure out how many squares we're going to go for this gas station. Do we want room behind it? If so, I can use this back here. I don't need to worry about it. So I can go back as far as I want. Try to center it by looking at that, how I'm going to use the turn-in. And I will go down as close to this as possible. And we're going to run a line, just a kind of a marker, all the way across this area. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the back of the building, the front of the building, the middle of the building yet. That's not the point. The point is to run a marker across. So, I didn't count, but I want to make sure that I have an even amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, there's an even amount. And the reason why I want to do that is because a lot of things in Dinkum or only they take up 2 spaces or they take up 4 spaces. There's not usually things that are like 3 space made objects. And I mean like the signs, the pergolas, um, the market stalls, things like that they're important to be able to add into your build because it's what's going to give it character. So after I get my line and I have it established where my building's going to go, I can start bringing the building out a little bit. This is just the platform area, the bottom foundation, and we're going to kind of eyeball it and see how deep we want to make it. I think I want to have a little bit of dimension on it, so I may bring this side here out a little farther. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give it one more just to make sure that it's even. And then I'll turn this a bit, do maybe a 4 across, and then go back in with it to signify that this will be a section of the building. Now, I don't want to come all the way to the end and make it flat across it because I wanted that dimension. So, maybe we'll go about right here, go across, and this will signify the... I should be eating sparkling soup and stuff. I forgot. I always forget that. Oh, I didn't need to eat that other thing. Okay. So I have the basic shape of the building itself. Might decide to make it a little more thick. I don't know. See from the side how thick it's going to be. This will probably be fine. Okay, now the next part is we need to decide whether we're going to try to make it hollow, which means you can go inside of it and do things, or we're going to make it solid. I think what I'm going to do for this is to leave this part of the building solid. And I will maybe open this up as a garage so that a car can be driven into it. So, that being said, let's go ahead and fill this in and start building it up. Now we need to remember that front line on the building is going to probably have to have layers in order to make it look right. So we may need to add a little more to the building as we go. Just not sure yet. I usually play it by ear. Since this is going to be hollow, I leave it alone and maybe even open this up. Okay. It looks a little thin, to be fair. 1, 2. Yeah, it's not thin. I guess it does need to go 4 across, doesn't it? If I'm going to do a pergola at all. I'm not sure if I am or not, but it may. So let's go ahead and widen this area. That means we gotta bring that out too. And go down one more. Oops. And let's go ahead and print the wings. The doorway right there. Okay, now is this gonna be long enough? We're gonna add 2 more squares this way, which means I'm gonna come right to the edge of that bone. I may clean that stuff up, I might leave it. It depends on what it's gonna look like when we get done. Okay. Now we have our shape. So now we need to figure out where the door is going to be on this building here. And do we want to sink it in or build it out? Because giving things dimension is what really makes it look realistic. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which would mean the middle would be about here. Oops, I want the compactor. We're gonna hollow this one out, I think, and we're gonna make that the doorway. I think. I'm trying to decide if I want to do lights, if I want to do market stalls at all. Market stalls may make it look more like a convenience store, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. Still kind of playing it by ear. I do want to give it a little bit of height if... trying to get an idea in my head. This always winds up being a lot bigger than I planned by the time I get done. I'm going to go ahead and add on 2 more lines on the back just to keep that even number. I will cut that out there. This is very much a make it up as you go along build here. So I'm not sure what it's going to come out looking like. Let me go ahead and cut this out so I know that we're going backwards. Alright. I'm trying to get an idea of what it looks like here. I think I'll put gas pumps about right where I'm standing. Try to keep it thin and closer to the building. Maybe a little farther out. Maybe like right here. So let's go ahead and print our little line for our gas pumps. And that gives us plenty of room to drive in here and to be able to turn. I'm trying to decide if this is going to have a pergola coming out of the front of it or not. Actually, I think I want to go, oops, on both sides of this gas pump and start to build it up higher. So like there are posts at the ends. I'm not sure how high up I'm going to go yet. This is the hard part, trying to jump up on here and land on it right. Oh, okay, try the other side. There we go. Well, I got one. And they have to build a stairway up here. Okay. And I will probably have to go up one more at least. Maybe I'll throw a ladder on it and climb up there. Okay, so if this is the gas pumps and this is the drive, let's go ahead and build this solid. I just don't know what I'm going to do with the front yet, so I'm going to leave that front part alone where I'm standing, because it could be a platform and it'll create more of a situation where it looks like windows. And this part's kind of boring. Oops, that's okay. It's going to be tall anyway, so might as well just keep going. We got to go all the way around it because the walls have to be tall on both sides of the garage. You will have your own method of doing this. It'll be, you may stand there and do the up 5 or 4 or however high you want to go. Let's go, we know the pergola is going to be about this high, I think. I think I might need to go one more higher. So let's make the whole building this high. I'm deciding whether I want to leave that front part, that opening, like that. I'll go ahead and leave it for now. It's either I leave it like that and then decide I want to use it, or I fill it in and wind up having to dig it off later. So it's better to just leave it until you get a visual of what you want. You may want to be building along with me if you want one of these. If so, just keep in mind I'm going about 5 high, I believe. Well, maybe 6 with the one that's there. It's hard to count with the sound off. There's 1 down there already. 2, 3, 4, 5 total, yes. So you're gonna go 5 high with it. Everything's subject to change as we go. So, let's see. Alright, let's now work on this inner wall. Looks like I'm making the inside of it hollow too. Didn't mean to. Can do that. It's not a problem to do that. It's just, then it's weird because you can't really get much of a roof on it. If it's going to have a flat roof anyway, it might be nice to leave it open. That's something I hadn't considered, but now that I'm going... what would I put inside of it? What would be inside of an old-timey gas station? Would it be just a counter and maybe some shelves? I don't think there'd be a refrigerator section in it. Maybe the old-timey refrigerators. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there would be an ice chest of some kind. I guess it depends on how old-timey I'm going. Did I go too high on that one? I think I did. Let's shovel that off and bring that over here. I went too high on the whole wall. I sure did. Alright. We'll just trim it off. My aim is really not great in this game. Alright, let's hop down here and use that as a step. Didn't need to do that. I think that's the same height. Yes. Okay. Let's decide whether we're going to leave it hollow or not. Have a look at it. Hollow would not be bad. We do need to create the illusion of a door or something if we're going to do that. I'm not very good at that kind of thing. If it is closed up, I can make an illusion of a door a lot easier. But this might be good to just leave it like this, though. And just so, maybe we could just put barrels and things up here and create the illusion of a window here somehow. We might need to bring it out one more so that we can raise this up. The layers, it makes everything chunky. That's kind of an idea. We could use the display cabinets and stick them down in there. Yeah, I don't know yet. Let's think about this. We're going to use brick pathing on here. So let's go ahead and get our brick on it and get an idea of what that's going to look like. Let's not pathing. There we go. So grab this brick. And go ahead and just do the building itself. Oop, get up there. There we go. Okay, so you see why I want to put a window on the front. The big chunky building that's just brick is not very pleasant to look at. It can be okay if you want to use your imagination and just say, oh well, it's a building and we're just going to leave it like that. There's nothing wrong with that, and it's a good way to start in the beginning if you don't know exactly how to make things look right. Just making the shape and utilizing it like it is for a little while, just like that, is okay. Well, you might want to, put something on your ledge here or whatever. Go ahead and put that there. I don't know what I'm putting there yet. if I'm even going to leave it like that. I might not. I don't know. I think we should get some cement and lay down here for the bottom of this. I probably didn't have cement in these buildings then, I don't know. Hoping I'll wind up making it look modern. I'm trying really hard not to do that, but I'm not sure how to go about it. I guess I could lay down a natural path in there and make it dirty looking. I could put down gravel. Gravel might be better than cement. Let's try that instead. The only thing about the gravel is it doesn't look rustic enough because it has that line around it. But this might be okay. Sorry for my clickings. My keyboard and I are very loud. I don't think that's a terrible floor for that. Ah, it looks alright. Alright. Let me think about what's next. So what I think I'm going to do is grab some pergolas and we're going to try to... I'm going to show you how to monkey with those things a little bit in a way that could be dangerous to your game. If you don't want to do this, don't do it. I don't recommend you do it if you're not comfortable with doing it or know how it works. James kind of frowns on us a little bit. That's the developer. He doesn't say don't do it. He just says if you're gonna do it, keep in mind that you're taking risks in doing it. So let's grab some of these and I'll show you how that works if you want to put things underneath the pergola. Now, I do want to put things underneath it. I want to put this underneath it. Now, the only way that I can do that is to take it down first. So we're going to take it down. And I'm going to just flatten it all. Put the pergola up, and then some people pronounce it pergola. People in the United States most time pronounce it pergola. Okay. Now that you had your weird lesson on how to pronounce this thing. And I only know that because I looked it up, because I was saying pergola and thought maybe I was wrong, because the Australians pronounce it pergola. And that's what I usually watch, Australian streaming. Okay. It looks like an old-timey gas station without that part on there, so maybe by doing this, it will improve things. Now we gotta figure out if we're gonna go sideways like this, and I think we are. So we're gonna place it down sideways. Now, this is the cheaty part, and the part that allows you to be able to build underneath it. I'm not sure I'm gonna like that there. It's kind of blocking the building. Oh, and it's also off center from this. That's okay, the whole building's not. Let me start up here by the building itself and see what I'm working with. Because I may want to do this and then, and I don't want that gap. Alright. So we're going to replace this by using dev commands. So we're going to type in lowercase place capital I T-E-M. Then we're going to make a space, and the number on this pergola in particular is 618, I believe. If it's not 618, we may get a surprise. Let's find out what happens. Don't do this. This is me being silly. 618. It didn't. It gave me a line thing. So I'm wrong. That could have been Rain's building. But I know it's not, because Rain's building is 35, because I always do that with hers. Okay, so we're going to try this again. This time we're going to use 718, because I think that's the number. Like, people are watching, I don't remember the number. But yeah, it's 718. So, we're going to place item, capital I, space. What I like to do is copy this. Okay, That way I can just paste it in next time I need it. 718. Alright, there we go. Now there is a gap right here, and I don't mind it because I can use something else as a doorway. I might not. I could possibly put a sign across there. Or I could take down that, I could cut this off right here, these pieces, and move it closer. It's up to you, however you want to do it. I'm going to do it like this. Now I'm going to make the place where you drive under, so I need to place another one. I could overlap like this. I could. But you see what happens when I do that? Let's go one space and see what happens. That's not awful, but there's not a lot of room to drive under it now. So, we're going to go ahead and pull it out where I had planned to in the first place. Turn it, place it, and I am going to do this so I can build underneath it. So, place the item, 718, pick up your excess. Alright, now that we've got this way, we can build the little, I don't know if I'm going to be able to drive under it or not. Let me see where there's one spot that I will not be able to build on. And it'll either be this corner here, or this corner here. So let's find out. Let's try to build on this corner. Ah, it's that one. That being said, I can build the thing right here. So that this is the gas pump. And that will leave room to drive under it. I can put one side that's not under, and one side that is. Okay. I think I like that idea. Let's get a look at it. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay. So the next thing I need to do is I need to cover this with cement. So if did I get the cement? I didn't even get it. I can use the brick, but I think I want to try the cement and see how that looks. I'm hoping that this video doesn't wind up being 2 hours long, because I am so slow. So slow. I don't usually tell people step-by-step directions when I do this, so this is new for me. Alright. So that makes it look like the poles are kind of built into the concrete a bit. And I like that. We could also use the front of this to put a sign up rather than put gas pumps on it. That could be interesting. Should we go ahead? Let's go ahead and place some gravel underneath this whole thing. Did I drop it off in there? For real? Okay. That's alright. I'm not putting the other one in there. I'm leaving it in my inventory until I know I'm done with it. Okay. So that one spot in the back, I'm not going to be able to put anything. So maybe I leave this line undone. So it's uniform. And I only put this here. Now, a way that you can combat that a little bit. Let's hook this together first before I start talking more. And then I'll explain. It doesn't look like a lot of drive space. It's fine. I mean, the ute in this game is really not that wide, so it's okay. But one of the things that you can do here to make this a little separated, you know you can't print here. Oops, on that one. Well, you might. Is it this? Yeah. So you can do a little raised area right here to keep it separate. Go ahead and put your cement on it. And then we could put barrels or, I don't know, something up there. Something that makes sense. A shelf, maybe. Maybe put a weapons rack up there and stick something in it that looks gas station-y. We can make a walking path here or another drive-through area. I'm thinking. I guess we could turn that one into another set of gas pumps, but if we do that, it won't look as old-timey as I want it. Okay, let me stand back here and consider again. I think I might get rid of this pergola here. I don't really care about it much. Where was it again? It'll be this one. Okay. I think I like the idea of leaving this opened. Yeah, that feels better. And maybe we can even make this path drive around to the front of the building. So it's a little bit of a square that you can go through, drive around. Let's go right here and turn back this way. This might be a little bit too much. I'm not sure yet. Okay. And that might be okay. Just not sure what I'm going to place in here yet. Not yet. Alright, let's try to get the window idea. So, now that I've got my space out here, moving out this direction is going to be a little bit hard. I could do it by pulling up this piece and just... Let's do that, because I think I have an idea with the display cabinets. But I'm not clear if it's going to work or not. It might look too modern. Also, I might need to wind up adding another layer on this side of it. Oh. Okay, I don't know yet. Let's go ahead and build this up one more. And then we're going to put brick on it so it matches the rest of the building. I could put wood. Wood might be better. Let's try wood. Since we used the hardwood pergola, let's go ahead and use the hardwood pathing. If I can find it. If I can find it. Oh no, do I not have any? That's fencing. Oh, there's some good. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. My thinking is that I'll make it look, you know, like materials they used to use back then. I don't know why I covered that part, because this part right here is going to have to raise up, so I need to take that off of there. And that was just a brain error. Let's try these. Where did I see them? This one? What is it I'm looking? I'm looking for these. I'm also getting an eyeball view of what we have in there. Let's go ahead and put this up here. Flip it around so it looks like a window. I don't know because you can't really see through it. I'm not sure I like that. Not sure I like that. Like I said, it looks a little modern and you can see the brick through it. So that might not do it. Might need to raise it up one more. Let's try raising it up one more and seeing if that fixes the problem. I might actually be able to just take this front part off if I do that. But yeah, you see, I'm just monkeying with things until I get something to work. So before I put the pathing on there, let's try this and see what's going to work. I'm not crazy about that brick showing through, but I can always change something. So, I don't mind it. It does have the look of windows. I do need to take that bottom piece off, or else build it up so it covers the bottom of that. Let's see what it looks like if I cover up the bottom of these. I don't think I need to, but just for knowing. It's a little too high. Okay, and it's not going to completely cover it anyway. So I don't know that I'm going to do this. Sometimes I look at it and it looks silly and I just change it all. It looks a little fat, doesn't it? A little bit too chunky. It gives a good illusion from out here, but from the side it's going to look really silly. So I think we're going to go ahead and just remove this whole piece. And we don't need it at all anyway. So let's take it off. Oops. More shoveling and compacting. More shoveling and compacting. It's easy to be very intimidated by this process because it is a series of take it up, put it down. It's just kind of how I feel it out to see if it looks like I want it to look. How do I know what I want it to look like? I actually don't have the vision in my head. I'm not good with that. I can go on Pinterest and look at things and get an idea and kind of keep like a rough draft, I guess, in my head, but that's about as far as it goes. After that, I don't know, I have problems trying to recreate what I saw. I'm not recreating what I saw, actually. I'm just taking ideas from everything that I saw. Is it still going to look silly from the side? Yes, so we're going to have to do something about that. We don't have to go make an entire wall, I don't think. But we could definitely put a post or something up here. Do we need to? I don't know yet. We might just be able to plant a tree and get away with it. Let's have a look at this building, though. After I get rid of this. Okay. It still looks a little weird. Alright, I'm hoping bushes and things along here will help with that. We'll see. And I'm still considering whether I want to fill that in or don't. We're going to roll back the time. How you do that is another disclaimer. There's no guarantee that doing these dev commands will not mess up your saves. So always before you start playing with these dev commands, make sure you make a save of your game. There's a lot of tutorial videos out there on how to save back up your Dinkum games. You should go find one and do that, because I'd hate for you to lose everything you've ever built. That wouldn't be fun. So what we're going to do is set capital T time, and then I make a space and I say 8 because I want it to be 8 in the morning again. And then I enter and time will roll back. Okay, now we've got a whole day to work on it some more. Do I leave it hollow or not? I'm not liking it. I'm not loving it. But it might take me too long to do this if I don't pick something and go with it. Just I'm thinking. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cheat a tree in right here just to see if it helps anything. If it does, then I'll know that I'm on the right path. That's a bottle tree. Meh. I don't think I like it. So these display things may not work. I may have to do a totally different pathing right there. Could put a center window in. A lot of people use the road pathing for for windows. I can leave this thing here. And you may like that. You may like what that looked like, and if so, then use it. Do that thing. But for me, I'm really very, very picky about how this looks. I love using the fairy light walls for this and then kind of framing them in, but yeah, don't think I'm going to be doing that either. Because I only have 3 slots. Since I only have 3 slots, one window in the center, made out of the road. Oh, where's the road? Do I not have road path now? I know I've got it in here somewhere. I've just skipped one or something. Where is the road pathing? That is black marble. We could use gingerbread path, but I don't think I'll like it as much. I can't find it. I don't think I have road pathing over here. Yep, I'm gonna have to go find some. Let's go on a little walk. Or a fly. Fly's okay too. Oh, or we could just flip over there. I forgot I put that down. Okay, some of the new stuff is hard to get used to having. Hopefully I remember that next time. Okay, where's my pathing in here? Is it in this box? That box is empty. I think I need to make some. I hope I've got cement to do it. Oh, I don't have it. I can't even make it. That's not gonna happen then, is it? Okay. Back to the drawing board. What can I use for windows? I like to use those things there for shutters, the ladders. But yeah, that's not gonna happen either. Maybe I could use either marble path, white marble, or a white ceramic thing. This is not going how I wanted it to go. Let's have a look at the gingerbread just to see. And then some marble just to see. And then I'm going to try this black marble just to see that. If nothing else, I guess we can put those display cabinets back up again. But I prefer not to. I'm just thinking on how I can do this. I mean, I guess I could. The fence will stand out too much. If I had gate, if there was glass gate, it would stick closer to the building and it would look alright. They lay different, so yeah, that's not bad. Okay. So let's try gingerbread first. It has that crisscrossy pattern. Sometimes it makes it look like there's a window there. You might not have gingerbread path yet. See how it kind of has that crisscross look to it? That's not terrible, but it does look very churchy. Yeah, I don't think I like that either. Picky, picky, picky. Not liking it. It just looks too almost mosaic. So let's try black marble. That could work. That could work. It is a little dark, but I think I'm going to like it better than the white marble, just for this project. We're going to go ahead and try the white marble though, because that's what we do. We try things on and we see if they... This is what my bed used to look like before I went out at night, whenever I was a young woman. That's not terrible either. I would try on clothes and be like, no, I don't want to wear that, and throw it on the bed. You come home from going out with your friends and your whole bed is covered with junk. I don't know, I think I like the white marble better than the black. It just, I'm seeing things sitting in front of it now in my mind, and not necessarily right in front of the window, but on this ledge. And I think I like the white better. So let's just go with white marble for windows. Okay. Well, that took 40 minutes to do. Just get some windows on here. Okay. Let's think about the flooring. Since we use the hardwood, I'm going to put a hardwood floor in this place. We'll even make it out here like it's the entrance for it. Sorry for the spinning. I don't know if I'm going to bring in a cabinet. Oh, you know what I could do is I could use those display pedestals, because you can place stuff on them. I don't know if I'll like it with the white, but if I don't, I'm just going to build cabinets, I think. Because I don't think I have any over here. And I don't like those because you can't put anything on them, and I need to put a cash register on the thing. So, if I'm making a cabinet thing, let's go turn these around backwards like this and make a little... It's not bad. I don't like that you can't see from over here, but I think I'm just doing it for the novelty, not for the usefulness of it. Oh, it's hard to see it. Okay, so let's start doing things that make it start coming together a little bit so you can understand where we're going. I think what I'm going to do is dig. I like to do this because it gives it dimension too. So we're gonna dig a little hole there. We're gonna climb down in the hole. I'm just gonna go straight across and fill in the middle, but we're gonna run across here like so. Get the dirt printer back out. Plop down our center. Put our path down so it looks like a porch. Now we're gonna go grab some flower beds. The thing is, brick and tin would probably look good also. But we're gonna grab these because they make a nice little ridge, and I already have them. So we're gonna put these down in here. They also match the pergola that we used. Okay, now since it is just a gas station, I think we don't want to get carried away with the flowers and stuff inside. I think maybe some bushes would be alright. I don't know if I have bush seed over here. I don't see any in that box. I kinda doubt I have some. But you know what I do have? I have a phone. So we can jump over there. Alright, let's do that. We're gonna call the signal. Ring ring. Signal. Okay, let's go. So I keep my seeds now. I moved them into a box in here. I did have them in my garden, but I'm gonna put an auto sorter in here and I think it'll work better. Let me grab about half of those, and then just in case I don't want that, I could put ferns. That's not ferns. I am gonna need river seed, so I'm taking that. Okay, we'll grab the ferns just in case. And I don't think I'm gonna use a flower of any kind. Well, wait. Maybe a billy button. A simple little splash of color, possibly. This might make it look silly, though. I don't see any other one that... Well, maybe a couple of jackaroo paws tossed into it so it looks a little unkempt. I think I'll go in here before I leave and possibly make a couple barrels. If I have the stuff for it. Barrels. barrels, barrels, barrels. About 3 of them, maybe 4. Maybe we make a weapons rack while we're here. Let's do the palm wood. Maybe 2. Because we never know. What can we use for gas pumps? Am I gonna have to buy... Might have to go in and buy furnaces to do that. They could work, or we could maybe use these key things out here. They're awfully yellow though. They could work. Let's take them over and find out, just to know. Okay, now we have to go back the right way. It's not looking terrible. Terrible. Not quite looking like I wanted it to, but we're very limited, so this is probably about the closest we're gonna get. Let's turn that around that way, and that they look more like soda machines or ice cream makers or something. I don't know about that. I think I would like to have the furnaces instead. So let's not do that. Take a couple barrels. Maybe we'll put one up here. Maybe I don't want them up there. Nah, it looks too country and western looking. Let's go ahead and take that down. May just make this solid and make it go all the way up. Probably will. Maybe put the barrel right here on this, or beside. I can put it beside it here. That might be better. Okay. And then we'll maybe put a couple in here, because sometimes stores had like barrels of flour or things in them like that. Maybe we'll put the weapons rack down for a shelf. Like so. Maybe we'll put one out here. I don't know yet. Depends on what we put in it. We'll go ahead and leave it there for now, because I don't know what we might put in it. Okay, let's go back to where we were with this bush thing. So let's go bush, bush, and then over here we'll go bush, bush, and then we do a belly button in the middle. We hope it doesn't make it look too modernish. It probably just did. That probably ruined everything. It did. Okay, we don't want that. It's just too much color. It needs to be drab in order to give off the energy that I'm looking for. So I don't think that ferns are going to work either, because that's going to make it look too, I guess, tropical rather than desert-ish. The same thing here. I don't think that just going across here with this is going to work. And I do have the jackaroo paw, but I only have 3. So I would like, you know what I might do? Here, I'll tell you what. For the sake of saving some time, I'm going to leave this up to you, but for the just to get this going, I only have 3, and these things will grow more jackaroo paw. If I just put 1 in there, they'll start to spread out. So let's just put 1, let them spread, and then whenever I come back in here, I don't know, figure out what I'm going to do with it then. Alright, let's move on. So the illusion of a door, we could put a sign up. That would mean we'd have to take this counter down and maybe move it over here. We put the sign up on the inside of the building. So let's go grab a sign. can find them. Signs? Where are my signs? Alright. Let's use the hardwood again. Let's also... I saw something over here I want to use. Grab some of these festoon lights. I think I want to make copper lights also, because I think that kind of goes with the feel I'm looking for. Kind of like a like a old 66 station, Route 66. Now we won't be able to walk back there because of that sign in the way, so maybe we take this one down and just make it 2. I think that's okay. Alright. It's getting kind of cluttered in here. I knew that was going to happen. That's what happens when you make inside things that you can walk into. But the sign at least is there and we can write on it. And it does kind of have that framing that I was looking for. Okay. It's looking a little bit like a doctor's office or a dentist's office. Not really giving me a gas station feel. Maybe it's those windows. Alright, let's run over to John's and we'll buy a fake gas pump. I don't know if that's even going to work or not. Sometimes in the past I've used mailboxes, but I'm not sure how that'll look over there. We could try it. Might be better than this, I don't know. Let's try one of these first. And if this looks silly, and I only have one, so it may. If this looks silly, then we'll move on to mailboxes and see what that looks like. I think we're getting the look, though. It just is unpolished. So, let's put that down. Does that work how I want it to? It's okay. It's not terrible, it's okay. Alright. Maybe we put a tree or something right here. I'm gonna cheat a tree in. Place item. I don't know why it erased. Maybe I just didn't get it to go. And we're going to want 0 this time because we want the gum tree. Oops. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's put something on this ledge. What could it be? Something square, something... I don't really want to put flower pots because it'll pick up whatever's in those flower pots down below. Oh, and I don't want the well, guess what? The trolley actually would look good over here. So let's bring it over. I won't leave it here because I'll have to pick it up and use it, but let's go ahead and throw it down here. Not there. Not there, not there. Let's throw it here. Not there. I'll find a place in a second. Let me turn it around like this and throw it. There, maybe. I don't know. Pergolas again. Do I still have them on me? I do. This time, I'm wondering if I should leave them turned this way. Nah, we're gonna turn them this way. And I'm probably gonna have to double these, so I'm gonna have to... Oh no, I just didn't go far enough back. Let's try that again. Okay. I'm kind of in the way now. Let's see. Oops. Okay, I went all the way back that time, so I don't have to overlap them. I just need to stay out of my own way. Now, do I want to leave these down, considering I just did that? It kind of looks neat in a way, but I don't know if... I don't know, it gives it a little character. Maybe if I bring it down one more even. No, because the barrel. I could put the barrel up on it then, maybe. Let's bring them down one more. I think they're a little too tall. Maybe even more than that. No, that's okay. It's okay. Just okay. We could make them wooden. Brick. Let's see about putting that barrel up there. If it's too tall now. Probably is. We will find out. Maybe if I put one there and then one down below, it would be okay. I am going to want to put... I want to replace the pergola here because I'm going to want to put a repair table under here. I'll have to order one from Franklin and put it under, but I will put it back in the back here, and I might even make a cabinet, a countertop area to throw some tools on or something. Just some ideas that you might do to it. It's going to be a very unfinished project today. Maybe I'll come back in and show you my finished project after I get done with it. I might have changed it. Who knows what's going to happen. But basically, I'm giving you building ideas and techniques that you can use and how I go about doing this so that you can do it without any problems at all. This may look silly. If you want to see what it looks like if I take it off or build it up, I'll go ahead and build it up because that's... I may build it up and like it so much I change the other side. Who knows? Let's do it. Let's just do it. Throw some brick on it. And let's see. Do I like that side better? Yeah, I do. Doggone it. Okay. Well, that answered that. Problem solved. And I'm not using my spark and soup right now, so I'm going to have to put these on the charger when I get done with them. I don't recommend you do what I do using a yellow one because it'll break it. Alright, let's throw this barrel back down here now. And I have to go make copper lights. That's what I said. Now, I will put either cement in here or grass, probably grass, and I might even put a tree. Here, let's put a tree now. Right over here. Let's do another 0. Looks more like the old-timey ones we find now that are abandoned. That have trees growing up the sides of them. Alright, time to go call, signal, and see if we can make copper lights. I don't even know if I can make them or not, so we shall find out. If I can't, I have the number, I can get them in my own self. But I'd rather not if I don't have to. And I have to. Okay, well, let's go out here and pull some up then. I'll show you how this is done. Okay, so how we get the copper lamp in is we go place item, 360. There we have one. Let's get another one. 360. Okay. Let's go see if that works out. It's easier to do that for the sake of teaching someone how to build. But I'd rather play the game and get them the right way. It just works better. Okay, so let's go with a light. I don't know. here. No. Let's go over here. I know, we'll put him here. That looks alright. Let's see. Is that good? Yeah, that's kind of helps a little bit. Alright, let's put those stringy lights maybe up here in front of the drive. Or maybe on it, because I'll probably have to pull that out a bit. Okay, I like that. I think. Meh, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe up here. This might be better. Either that or put a sign up there. That's what I would do. You could put a sign up, or you could put, I don't know, you could put posts up on each side of it to make it look, I don't know, more solid-ish. Put ladders up on it to give it a little decoration. The thing is, it's really hard to see the front of the building with this thing in the way. So you might want to put it over here in front of the garage instead and turn it, or you could put it farther out here so there's more room. But this is the general idea. You can put your cash register on this. Make sure you put some steps here. I might have some steps. I can grab those right quick and give you that finished look of brick steps. If I can find them. Where are they? They're not in there. I was looking at everything else though. There they are. And you have everything to clean out here. You may be seeing things in here that you might want to try, you might want to use. Maybe cabinets in the building for selling things. You might want to make a little ice cream counter or something with an old ice cream maker. You could, I don't know, I'm thinking about different things you could do. I thought I had a cash register floating around somewhere, but apparently I need to order another one. Yeah, I don't have one of those, so. Okay, so let's put these here. And see, it makes it look like it all blends together a bit. I like the way that looks. I'm not sure about where this is placed at yet. Anyway, this is basically the idea on how to build a building. If you don't want things where they're at, change them. You might have been thinking whenever I said let's lay down gravel, you might have went no, use such and such in your mind. And if you find yourself doing stuff like that, then go with it. Try it out, see how it works for you. But basically, this is all there is to it. If you wanted to bring these lights down further, you could drop this down a little bit, and that would be okay. If you wanted to put your planters up here, you could try that instead of where I put them. I just kind of put them down there because it lines it. You could put, like, you know, a wooden porch all the way across it with pergolas coming off the front. If you do that, just what you do is just flatten this stuff before you put them on there. And keep in mind that one spot you won't be able to build on. Like right here, you can't build. So you won't be able to go, if you put the pergola here and all the way across, then you'll have spots where you won't be able to build this back up again. So you just have to keep those things in mind as you go. You can decorate the inside of it however you want. I kind of like this. Maybe throw a couple more barrels in or some crates or something. I think crates would be good. And put some things on your weapons rack. I maybe throw a fishing pole up there. What else could you put on? Something old-timey. I don't know. I don't really have anything old-timey. Maybe a weed sickle. I don't know. Maybe you sell tools in here. I don't want to leave those things because they're mine and I will miss them, so I'm not going to leave them there, but you get the idea. Put stuff there. You can store things in these barrels if you wanted to. Things that make sense, you know. Animal feed or... I don't know what else. Can't think of stuff off the top of my head, but... You might come across ways to be creative and create, like, old Coca-Cola machines or old soda machines, or you might think of how to do those things. If they look silly, then don't use them. You know? Don't get locked into something. Be ready to be flexible and change your mind about things, and to realize that you have to be resourceful and think about how it will work, not instead of worrying about how it won't work. If you get fixated on how it won't work, it will be frustrating and you'll want to tear it down. And if you have something that is not working, take that part off and try something different with it. Anyway, this has been pretty fun on how to try to learn to build a old-timey gas station. I think I need to tweak it quite a bit, but I'm running out of time here as far as recording goes. So, until next time, I hope you learned something. I hope it helped you out. Let me know in the comments if you think that something will look better. If so, I may come in here and change it and use your idea. So, just talk to me. Let me know what you need and what you want. Alright, talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.